First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect. This is your brother Darwadah from the Men of Valor campaign in Greenville, South Carolina, coming back with another video in sincerity and in truth. Lord willing, it can be edifying. And some breaking news, all right, and this is a very telling sign of the times that we're in, all right, and the attack on so-called free speech, all right. Things are tightening up, and, all things point to, us not being on the highways and byways, too much longer, okay. We're going to continue to push for as long as the Lord wants us to. Everything is within his will. However, all right, we've seen a pivot, all right, and a pivot concerning the death of CK, okay? So let's get right into it. ZeroHedge.com. Jimmy Kimmel, I almost said Jimmy Fallon. Jimmy Kimmel suspended indefinitely after pushing CK propaganda. The now former late night talk show and Podesta pal will be preempted indefinitely following overt propaganda concerning the deletion of CK. An ABC spokesperson told Deadline. The show will be replaced by other programming. And that's very interesting, man. During his opening monologue on Monday, Kimmel suggested that Tyler Robinson, the 22-year-old suspect in the deleting of CK last week at Utah University, was a conservative, when all indications point to the exact opposite. All right, and, I ain't gonna play the video. The MAGA gang desperately trying to characterize this kid who deleted CK as anything other than one of them, and doing everything they can to score political points from it. Right. The outcry when it first went down, they were assuming it was everybody but one of their own. When all the data, they can try to fudge data and say Jake be out here, got the highest crime rate and all that shit, but year over year, especially since the inception of America, okay, the so-called white man is the face of terror, is the face of deletion, all right? They take the fucking cake, man, okay? But they don't want to speak about that. What about all the Gadites and Reubenites, all right, that y'all put to death, that were living here peacefully on the land because you wanted this land, because you believed in manifest destiny, okay? What about all the southern kingdoms that you came over here and castrated and deleted, What about that? What about all the lynchings? Even to this day, what about all the, police deaths? Yeah, Jake, within the last few years, couple decades since thug culture and shit has taken over, but Esau, you introduced thug culture, nigga. All right, the red man, all right, is the most violent man on the face of the earth. All right, and they're trying to hide that fact. All right, they don't like that it's being that is coming out. The evidence is overwhelming. Who's shooting up all these schools, man? It ain't Jake. Jake could shoot up a hood, but they ain't shooting up schools like that. All right, so where's the beef? It says, in doing everything they can to score political points from it, Kimmel said, adding in between the finger pointing, there was grieving. ABC's announcement came shortly after Nexstar Media Group announced that its company-owned and partnered television stations affiliated with the ABC television network will preempt Jimmy Kimmel Live for the foreseeable future, beginning with tonight's show. And this is major, man. So I just wanted to pretty much bring that out. I don't have to get all into it. It goes into the logistics of the merger and all that stuff. So if they're taking shows off of live television for speaking out against this, how much longer do you really think we're going to be out, speaking this truth, exposing this devil with the Bible, with receipts? Not long, man. This is going to lead to this. Amos chapter 8 and verse 11. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread nor a thirst for water, although those are coming as well, but of hearing the words of the Lord. Now, how are the words of the Lord heard? Okay. Wisdom crieth without. She uttereth her voice in the streets. She crieth in the chief place of conquest. Proverbs, the first chapter. All right. We be on the highways and byways. We're in the open. We do our video epistles. That's how if you're listening to this video, that's how you're able to listen to it. But what happens when they deem all of this hate speech? And now they have AI to be able to filter all of us out. There's your famine of hearing the words of the Lord, man. But we all know that the elect is close to being sealed, if not sealed. That allotted 144,000, 12,000 men out of each tribe. Now, they're still going to be elect of the 1/3 coming in after that. But according to Revelation, the 7th chapter, all right, the full-on destruction, and all hell breaking loose won't set forth until that allotted number is sealed, right? In verse 12, it says, "And they shall wander from sea to sea, from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord and shall not find it." Then you're gonna want to get right, all right? Because Jake, know we be out there, all right? They don't interact with us too much unless they are Christian and they trying to come against the prophets, come against the words of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. All right, but for the most part, they don't care. I just saw a video. You got big ass double chin nigga women at the Vatican singing "Joy, Joy, Joy." It ain't even fucking Catholic, man. The Lord is sick and tired of you Jakes. Are you 2/3 not hearkening to his words, man? Judgment is about to go out, man. Major mass judgment is about to ensue. And since I mentioned it, let's go ahead and grab it real quick. Revelation, the 7th chapter. It says, "And after these things, I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth," right? Holding back the destruction, "that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree. And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living power. And he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels, to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, Hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our power in their foreheads." All right, so the destruction won't fully go forth until this happens. Verse 4. "And I heard the number of them which were sealed, and they were sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Israel." Then it goes into all the tribes, right? Now let's back that up real quick. Where we at? Ezekiel, the 9th chapter. Right to the point, Ezekiel chapter 9 and verse 4. "And the Lord said unto him, Go through the midst of the city." All right, he's speaking to the angel. There's an angel, and then there's other angels that have, a destroying weapon. There's other angels with destroying weapons. But you also had the angel with the writer's inkhorn, as it says in verse 3. It says, "And the Lord said unto him, Go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof." All right. And that mark is Tawah. Going back to Revelation, the 7th chapter. All right. That's the sealing of the names of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua on their foreheads. All right. These men are in the truth. These men are prophesying. Verse 5. "So what's going to happen to everybody else? And to the others he said in mine hearing, Go ye after him through the city and smite," meaning to kill. "Let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity. Slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children and women, but come not near any man upon whom is the mark, and begin at my sanctuary." Then they began at the ancient men which were before the house. So we'll know, all right, when they start pulling our videos off en masse off the internet, all right, when they deem it illegal for us to be out there, prophesying, in our street ministry, because we know this wasn't going to be forever. All right, this phase of prophecy wasn't going to be forever. We're about to enter into another phase, man. All right, we're about to enter into that persecution. All right, they're going to come after us, man. Why? Because they hate Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. And also they're getting exposed, so they don't want that truth to come out. All right, they're being made bare. All right, that wicked is being revealed, who the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, meaning the prophets, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. He's on the way. They're disclosing all this information about the UAPs, about the chariots. All right, you got Jake waking up. You got Esau being confounded. All right, we see a civil war about to kick off. We seeing earthquakes everywhere. So we know that we're in the beginning of sorrows, man. It's about to get bad out here. And the Lord going to withdraw his word. We're not going to be out here long, man. Until then, we're going to continue to push this word. All right, but we'll know. All right, the Spirit is going to reveal when the time is up, man. All right, and then you got them small hats getting exposed, and that's the number one thing, man. Them small hats getting exposed, man. Hey, you had 250 members of Congress or whatever, and they were over in Israel. And it was like, they had a big ass banner, 50 states, one Israel. They showing you that their allegiance is to Israel, man. And people are even waking up to that. All right, so they're going to come out with all these anti-sim laws, and they have ICE, and they have the military already in place to come after American citizens. They've already set that precedent. So it won't be long until they try to come after us and put hands on us, man. The Lord told us that they're going to deliver us to kings and, the nobles and the rulers for a testimony against them and the Gentiles, man. It's coming. They see our videos. They know what we're doing. They know what we're about. They know that we're the real deal. All right, shit is tightening up, man. All right, so with them canceling this show, man. And what happened, a couple years ago when Biden was president, they was talking about woke culture and cancel culture and all that shit. But now you have the right, you have the conservatives now canceling people, man. Remember Trump was speaking about the prophets of doom. He was talking about us. So it's coming. It's going down to the pipe, man. I just wanted to cover this through the Spirit. Lord willing, if edifying, I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Wakaha Kudash, and double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who rule well. Peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect. Next time, Shalom.